Hello, and welcome to today's video. As you can clearly see, or maybe you can't, I actually don't know if you guys can see it or not, but we have hit level 98, finally reaching the final stretch of our Soul to 99 goal. It only took us about, 200 maps or so, slightly under 200. It was more like 170 something. But yeah, it was quite a few maps to get through this level 98, and we are going to try and push it for level 99. My plan is to try and keep it to 10% a day, and hopefully we can make it to the last one, with somewhat of a good push. With that said, let's pull the video of day number 9 and see how we did on this day. So, on our first map, we started with first dropping a unique ring. And I was kind of hoping to get a very cool ring for the first map, but it was just a carrying wind. So, not the brightest start, but still a very cool, rush to drop a unique ring on the first map. Still on the first map, we also dropped an F Ogre Axe, which is Bone Hew. For people who don't know, Bone Hew is actually a really strong weapon for shapeshifters. It's also good for mercenaries, but mostly for shifters. And generally the slams you want are EDIAS, EDDS, or IAS Crushing Blow. We happened to hit IAS and Crushing Blow, so I was pretty happy with it. I know that generally people don't really buy this weapon because they're not sure how to socket it to make it strong, but it is a very strong and potent weapon for tier 2 killing on like shapeshifter bossers. With that said, we continue, and for some reason I've been recently getting super lucky on these Necro offhands, getting a +2 to Necro skills, +3 to Corpse Explosion, 5 Corpse Explosion head. Really cool. And yeah, we're hoping for either free sockets or +1 on this to make it as strong as possible. And yeah, we're gonna send it to our cube in a moment probably. But yeah, really cool. We dropped 4 total +5 heads the last like 24 hours, and this one finally makes it out, not only alive but with free sockets. Probably the best slam possible. Really cool Necro head. I'm really happy about this one. I haven't really listed it or anything, but in my opinion, this is a really cool find. I always love finding cool rares. Shortly after, we find a Spired Helm, and recently we've had a bunch of fails with the Spired Helms. We're trying to correct our ways, so we go ahead and ID this one. And again, we had both like Nightwings and we had Veil of Steel, so I just really want like a good slam on one of them. That's all I'm really looking for. I don't really mind which one it is. So yeah, let's go ahead and yeah, I'm trying to do some voodoo magic to make it become a Veil of Steel. And we do get a Veil. This one rolls pretty nicely. 93 enhanced damage, way above our average, and 38 all resistances, which is also pretty solid. And we go ahead to slam it. Finally press the button after stalling for like 20 seconds. And it gets maximum cold resistance. I know. It's not broken and I should be happy. Sadly, this is not as good as I wanted it to be, and it also ruins like the all resist effects. I don't like it when there's like a single res on items that have all res. Either way, we drop a lidless wall. It only rolls 1 to all skills, so we drop it back to the ground. 1 skill lidless is not really useful at this point of the season, and nobody really has any need for it. We drop a Wind Force, and we sadly slam it with 4 sockets. This season, Wind Forces were buffed, and I'm really happy about it. It was one of my favorite bows growing up, so it's nice to see it get some love. But you'd need 6 sockets or EDIS for it to be really good. A G-Bane drops, and I'm a big fan of the G-Bane for the Rathma fights. We go ahead and slam it, and sadly we break it, but we break it with a bad slam anyway, so we don't feel too bad about it. And shortly after, we get an amulet, and for some reason I get pushed by my chat to identity slam it without even checking what it is. Who knows why? But we go ahead and do it. Just trust the process. They said it was a High Lord, and I guess we'll never know if it was a High Lord, because we broke it. This is a cute amulet for Rathma, but not that good. Later on, a Geeds event shows up, and we go ahead and buy a Stormlash. I was looking for a Stormlash to do some testing, so I didn't really mind getting one. It slammed damage to undead, which is not really useful for what I'm testing, but at least we have one in the stash, you know, just to do a little bit of testing. You go ahead and drop a Mirage, and I've been really dropping a lot of Mirages recently. Ideally, you'd box these first because free sockets is worse than game plus skills or FCR, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, we just go ahead and slam it, and we don't get anything interesting. A lot of my slams on Mirages were pretty underwhelming. Normally, I box Doombringers because you don't want to slam sockets, but whenever I don't box them, they always slam sockets. And here we can see this happening yet again. We also dropped a ring later, but it was an Angel, and I didn't want to include it because it was disappointing enough. A Big Geeds gives us a Humongous and a Carrying Wind, and also a Night Smoke. So a lot of letdowns. We're still betting on this Mangong. He stole a lot of cash from us, so trying to get something back, and we are getting a Mangong. This is the, if I remember correctly, the second Mangong I got this season. The first one got 5 sockets, and I was really hoping this one will get something really, really nice. Sadly, it got really bad stats, so I decided to Demonic Cube at first. It got minus 17 to enemy fire res, which is a little bit nicer than the minus 10 it had at both there and for lightning. And we go ahead and slam it, and hoping it doesn't break with another Demonic Cube of ours gone away. It does not break, but it gets ED Life Leech, which sadly is not at all useful. Is what is, you know, even if I cube it for 4, I don't think it's that good, so I'll just give it away probably. And we continue to the next drop. Indio, right before a Mendelin event for experience, drops us a Ravenfrost. We go ahead and slam it. It was a pretty solid base. It got FCR, which means the attack rating and dexterity don't matter as much. But yeah, just an FCR Ravens. It's useful Ravens to have. F-Warfist drops, and we go ahead and pick it up. And this one rolls anti-perfect rolls for a Mind Blaster. It also slams for Crushing Blow, making it absolutely useless. So it is what it is, I guess. You know, a little sad. A little sad. Sorry, my voice is cracking. But yeah, just life sometimes, you know? Sometimes you get anti-perfect bases that slam badly. With our last G-Skull getting free sockets, I was kind of asking for this one to get one too. It was 79 enhanced damage, so I was pretty happy with the base. Sadly, this one got only 1 socket, so quite obviously disappointed there. I realized I was being too greedy. But later on, we did get a Chamroon from the Goblin. Goblin, my favorite event this season. It's always nice to get high runes from the Goblin, and we've already dropped all the high runes possible from the Goblin at this point, so yeah, I'm just enjoying the extra Goblin charity that I've been getting. Phase Blade drops, and at this point, like, while lightsabers are not that good, Azeroth could still be okay. So I was just kind of hoping we'll get one, but sadly we dropped a lightsaber. Even with the best slams, lightsabers don't really sell, so I decided I won't pick it up, or like I won't try to slam it anymore. And I'll just look for Azeroths wherever I can find them. Later on, another Geeds event, not the most attractive one, but we do try to buy the Snow Clash and the Exact Justice. We do get an Exact, but sadly it rolls pretty badly. Same is true for the Snow Clash, which we sell back. We slam Faster Cast Rate on the Exec, which is absolutely useless, and a single res on a pretty bad G-Skull, which we will sell back as well to Geeds. So overall, nothing too crazy there. Another Geese shows up, we buy a possible ward and a possible Ormus. Both kind of disappoint us. We get the ward and not the spirit ward, sadly, so nothing to see there. A Vexrune drops in the darkness. at like map number 24, which just gives us a little bit more flat runes for the day, considering we had like a pretty rough day in terms of bricks and slams. A little bit later, we drop a nice Verdungos with 35 Vitality and 14 PDR. Oh, sorry, this was 12 PDR. My bad. Slam single res, so again, not too useful. We throw it back to the ground. Horizon drops us a pair of Lava Gouts. Is 5 max to fire resist, so we go ahead and slam them, hoping for something nice. He gets gold after gold for monsters, which is not too interesting for us. A Stalker's Call drops. We're hoping for free sockets or EDDS. Sadly, nothing there. Another Geet event after several disappointing Geet events during that day. And I think this one takes the cake for the most disappointing one. Not a single thing here was warranting like changing my setup to buy stuff from Geet. I didn't feel like wasting the money at this point. I had to do like a double take thinking maybe I'll buy the Azarath, but for one out of free chance to get Azarath, I wasn't even feeling it. So I just decided to let it go. Later, while killing Indio, we got another Mirage. We got a lot of Mirages. Again, for an item that's supposed to be pretty rare, we do score it a lot. And for this one, we got 4 life after each hit. Which again, for a Mirage is not really useful, not for Mind Blast or for Bee Fury. Second Spired Helm for the day drops, and we're thinking, okay, last one didn't quite work out, but it did survive, so this one's probably gonna brick. We go ahead and blind slam this one, I believe. We just didn't want to know what we're breaking, but it ended up surviving. A single res slam on the Nightwing Veil. These single res slams, that you do see them a lot, don't you? It's not just me. Shortly after, we continue. We go ahead to our final map. Our last rolled map actually wasn't enough. It got us to 99.9, and I was lucky to get a Horizon event on it, so we didn't need to roll more maps. And we even got an experience shrine, which is pretty funny because I really didn't need it. Drop a pair of Drax. As you can see, that was really the last map. We slam Mana Leech on it, which is, I guess, not that important. Mostly goes to mercenaries. Or to use for the life after each kill. We even get a second experience shrine for some reason, but we're right about to ding, so we go ahead, and that was the happy moment where we finally got our level up, and we hit level 98. So that was our basically all of our steps towards our last step, which is level 98 to 99. We're finally there in the real park, big boy club. We're at 98, and now all it takes is about 8 to 9 days, hopefully, of consistent grind to make it to our desired level 99. I'll keep up the updates and hopefully have other fun stuff to share along the way. And with that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope I'll see you in the next stream or in the next video. And till the next time, have a good whatever you're having. And bye.